All right. So, first movie review. I just watched this movie. Speaking of John Cena, I just watched this movie the other night. Freelance.
I have not seen this movie yet.
Yeah, it's him and what's her name, Alison Brie. And it's a pretty good movie. It was interesting. It was funny, but it also had like a pretty good story because it kind of pokes at some of the stuff people are saying in the chat where the world isn't really what it seems, right? Like, he's an ex-military guy, and he thinks that this guy from it's a fictional country, Peldonia or something, but it kind of is supposed to be like Colombia, and the guy's kind of like a Pablo Escobar type character. He's like a dictator, and everyone thinks he's a jerk. It's an interesting movie, but it had Christian Slater's in it, and I haven't seen him in a movie in a while.
Wasn't there a scene in the movie where the girl someone's driving by on a motorcycle and he just like freehand grabs the person off the motorcycle?
Yes.
I saw that.
No, wait. No, that's a different one.
That's a different one?
Maybe it's this one.
Because there's he like free grabs like either a man or a woman off the motorcycle, and he's like, you see, if you do that again, something bad's gonna happen.
Oh, no, that's, oh, crap, that was Argyle.
Argyle?
Yeah.
That's in theaters right now, am I right?
No, I watched that one, too.
Really?
Yeah, it was a good movie. I'm thinking, here, let me see if I can pull it up. I'll pull it up, but this one is a good movie. It was worth watching. I think it was on Hulu. I'm not positive, but I will give this 1, 2, 3 tips of the hat because it was worth watching, but it was. I'm not gonna watch it again, probably.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're looking for something, you like John Cena. I've been impressed with him lately because like he's funny.
Cena's and here's the thing: since I've become a fan of wrestling, I have watched Cena's like acting career slowly go from the Marine to like a movie where he's playing an alcoholic brother, and like he's like trying to get his brother into like become a wrestler or something like that, and he's his coach. And I used to say, yeah, John Cena's acting skills is like watching a 2x4 in a bucket of cement with the 2x4 glued into the bucket. That was my opinions on John Cena's acting. But as he was slowly, progressively leaving the WWE and leaving WWE studios and being held to a certain standard, he got funnier, I believe, and he matured his acting into different movies where he's playing a drug dealer, or he's playing an overprotective father, or like anything else that Cena has done. He's kind of yep. That is the shot.
Yeah, it was Argyle.
Yeah, and he like
this also honestly also a pretty good movie. I'm not gonna lie.
I have not seen it yet, and I heard some stuff.
What's his name's in it?
With the cat. Yeah, the cat's in it.
No, what's that guy's name?
Bryan Cranston?
Yeah. He's great. He's the bad guy.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I heard a rumor that Bryan Cranston is bringing back Walter White, and the theme is that Walter White's not dead. He's alive. And he's more evil and more vicious in this one, apparently. But that's a rumor, really a rumor. But, yeah.
Yeah, Argyle, also pretty decent movie. I'd give that one 3 tips as well. It's not, it was worth watching. It was fun. It was like a date night movie for me and the lady.
Ooh.
So that was nice. This part kind of is random that's what they did. I wouldn't have made that the cover, but I mean, whatever. Maybe people who love cats would watch it just because they love cats.
I like cats, but like he was so cute, so fluffy.
Yeah.
But I think I got me a movie review too.
Okay, what is it?
Okay, I actually have 2 movie reviews. I realized I've watched 2 movies this week. Well, the first movie review is Rocketman. No, not the biography on Elton John. This is the late 90s movie where he is a super genius, but he's an idiot. And he ends up getting a rover mission to Mars, and he literally is screwing up everything. And it's a classic. It's a classic, but oldie. It's pretty.
With Harlan Williams, this one?
Yes, Harlan
Dude,
Williams.
I've never seen this, but I love Harlan Williams.
Yeah, I love Harlan Williams too. This is one of the reasons why I like Harlan Williams is because of this movie right here. And one of the funniest scenes in this movie is they're on Mars, and somehow one of the astronauts his gear is damaged, so he has to attach himself to Harlem, to the other astronaut, and he had, I guess, ate some gefilte fish and stuff like that. So he gets gassy and he ends up farting in his spacesuit, and his spacesuit blows up. And he's like, "It wasn't me. How can it be you? We're the only people for 1,000 miles." And at that moment, he's like, "Wait a second, what's going on here?" And the fart just going through the chamber, through the hose. He's like, "Oh my god, my mouth is burning."
Oh, brutal, dude. Yeah, Harlan Williams is the man. He was just on. Harlan Williams was just on. It's alright. He was just on Kill Tony.
Really?
And he's been on it twice now, but he kills it, dude. He is friggin' hilarious.
Oh yeah, he's this one. He's kind of like he kind of dumbs it down because it's a kids movie, and I would say that this is a movie that I watched it on Tubi. And I was like, oh my god, I recognize that movie. I watched it, and it still makes me laugh because a lot of the stuff in this movie is not realistic. For instance, at one point, he basically, they lose the American flag on Mars, and he ends up yanking out his underwear out of his spacesuit, and I'm like, wait a second. He just pulled off his underwear. I'm like, at that point, he would have suffocated. He would have died. Because if he had opened any part of his spacesuit in space, he would have frozen to death. That just tells you how goofy this movie was. And
yeah, that makes it fun. I mean,
he hangs up a pair of boxer shorts, and the president of the United States calls NASA because their salute, and it's a pair of boxer pants. Now, what
are you going to rate this one?
Oh my gosh, because it's a classic and oldie. I would say I would rate it. I would give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tips of the hat.
Oh, it's got some review value.
Yeah.
You watch it a couple times.
Yeah, I've watched it a few times, and just it wasn't me. Just a classic kind of old school. And what's funny is towards the end of this movie, they actually play Elton John's song, Rocketman. I'm like, that's what redeems it, is the Rocketman themes, the Rocketman song in the movie, in the credits at the end. It's good, and it ends up funny at the end. So yeah, folks, if you want to check this out, this is on Timu or
Tubi.
Tubi. It's on Tubi.
I might watch it later.
And it's really funny. It's entertaining. I grew up. This was one of my all-time other favorite comedy movies when I was a kid, because this is all the movies I was allowed to watch as a kid was Disney movies, or I was allowed to watch an action movie with my parents. But this movie was one of my favorites. Okay, for my next movie review I would say it's modern day. I would say it is called War Dogs, and it's about these two guys. One guy, it's always off on his luck. And he's been massaging dudes, and he's been having issues.
Wait, what?
What?
He's been massaging dudes?
That's his job. He's a masseuse.
Okay.
He's a masseuse, and also what's his face is in it? What's his name?
I'm gonna let you sweat a little bit.
He's heavyset.
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill's in it, and this is when, I guess, in the period of time that Jonah still was heavyset, but working to lose the weight.
This is a good movie.
It is. It is a really good movie. Really, Jonah Hill brings a really good, interesting thing to this character, but the real life dude apparently was insane. And Jonah Hill showed us a version of this guy, but apparently he would walk up to people and he would hit on people's girlfriends, and he would say, "Hey, want to have a threesome?" This guy was insane. But the whole thing is, they are working for the U.S. government and working for other people to make money, to sell money to the U.S.
They're arms dealers.
They're arms dealers, basically. and like they are just like trying to like sell weapons to different people. And at one point, they have to go through Afghanistan to deliver the guns because their weapons are seized. So they have to go over there, and they start making more money. And towards the end, some stuff goes wrong, and there's a deal that goes bad.
Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert!
Jesus.
Sorry,
It's alright. It's an older movie.
I feel like if you have not seen this movie,
You should watch it.
you should watch it. It's on Netflix right now. I've in the midst of watching it, but I've seen this movie before. That's why sometimes I'll watch movies because I've seen it and I know it's entertaining. What would I say? Okay, what could I say?
I'll give this one I'll do it as well. We'll see if we agree on the rating.
Okay, give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Wow, I was gonna stop at 5. But
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna watch it a ton, but it's definitely I'd watch it again just for the fun of it. Especially, I might only watch it till the scene when he's gonna buy the drugs from the guy.
Because I totally thought that's something. I like Justin would not pull a gun out on someone, but Justin would like.
If I was that guy, I would.
I'm like, oh my gosh, that's like Justin right there, because Justin doesn't believe in being walked over on. Like he's a firm guy, and he puts his foot down when it comes to certain standards. And I just like when I saw that scene, I'm like, oh my god, that like makes me think of Justin.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes I have a temper. It's true.
Not too much of a temper, but it's not a temper. It's more of a standard of like he doesn't stand bullshit. Like there's no bullshit allowed.
I don't like being messed with.
No, he doesn't. I don't like being messed with, and if there's people messing with me, Justin will let them know that they're messing with me. Like he's a good guy, And this movie right here is entertaining. It's all around interesting, and this has been my movie review of War Dogs and Rocketman.
Yeah, there's a bunch of good movies, guys. Go watch them all.
Should I drop an inside fact on them?